Welcome to our October Virtual Supplier Showcase. I'm very excited today to welcome AT Designs, Insta Crystal, and Kern Laser. And before we get started, I'm going to go through a couple reminders. So those of you who've been with us before, welcome back. And some of this may sound a little bit familiar. So just a couple of reminders. If you do have any technical difficulties, we're here to help. You can either use the chat feature directly here in Zoom, or you can email us at info@awardspersonalization.org. Our program today is 60 minutes. And so each of our presenters will present for approximately 15 minutes. And then the remainder of the time today is going to be spent in our breakout rooms. All of you are on mute, and we will have everybody be on mute so that the presenters don't have any background noise. And once we get to the breakout portion of the program, you will have the ability to choose your breakout room. So there will be 3 breakout rooms. If you have any difficulties, we do have Isabella, our team member, who can help you assign you to a breakout room. So we're here to help, and we value your feedback. So please complete the survey after the session. Thank you. All right, another friendly reminder here about antitrust. Because we are a trade association of suppliers and customers, we need to be cognizant of conversations around particular topics. So topics prohibited from the discussion during these sessions below. We have a few items down at the bottom. So any conversations that are construed as tending to raise, lower, or stabilize prices or fees, including credit terms, regulating production or the availability of products or services, allocating markets or customers, encouraging boycotts, or fostering uncompetitive pricing. So things to think about and steer the conversation away from. And finally, we are excited to be in Vegas in February. We're going to be back in person, and registration will be launching next week. So get ready to register, and we're excited to see everybody again in Las Vegas. And with that, I am now going to hand it over to John Bresnay, who is a current APA board member and the Communications Committee Chair. And John will present for AT Designs. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Liz. Hello, everyone. My name is John Bresnay. I'm the sales manager for AT Designs, and we definitely would love to be your supplier of custom metal awards recognition products. Our domestic production is being done currently in our Toronto factory, and our ship point is Buffalo, New York, and we manufacture all manner of custom products. Metals still being the most popular, the most highest volume that we do. We do lapel pins, key tags, belt buckles, coins, and some cool specialty products, which I'll explain. But again, if I miss anything, everything is available to be seen on our website, atdesigns.com, or you can email info@atdesigns.com. And of course, if you're already dealing with myself or one of our great team, you can email them directly with any specific questions following this presentation. We also do have some great overseas partner factories that we've been dealing with for a long time. So certain projects, depending on the quantities, the complexities, the event dates, it may be more advantageous to source something overseas. But again, you're always dealing with AT Designs. You're not having to worry about anything other than just placing the order with us, and we'll take care of all the heavy lifting, shall we say. Again, our products, we can do everything from a simple antique finish with a fairly decent turnaround, 2 to 3 weeks for production of a custom piece, adding color fill, adding bright, maybe adding an extra week to that. And again, with lapel pins are a good product that a lot of times come from overseas because of the color fill, but we do have some wonderful domestic options that have a fairly quick turnaround. And again, something that we offer and we can always discuss when you have a project. And again, going to our website, you can certainly see what we offer. You can see lead times, that type of thing. But when you want to get specific, contact us so we can confirm lead times, pricing, everything else that needs to be done. We have some cool new products that we introduced this year. Some still PPE type products, but I'd rather focus on the positives now. Let's look at it. And we've got an Amaze Vase, which is a cool product that can be used on a table for flowers, that type of thing. Again, they can be personalized. We've got a purse hook, which again, being a male, I don't really have the worries of a purse and losing keys into it. The purse hook can actually keep your keys quite handy, can actually hang a purse from a desk or a shelf at home. Again, we're just trying to come up with unique products. We want to be the innovators in this industry, and I think we've done a good job with that based on the awards we've received through at the APA Expo and other trade shows. We do have a nice holder for the masks. A lot of areas still have mask mandates, and when you can take it off and be able to breathe a bit, it'll hang nicely so you can put it back on. And again, those are the types of products that we want to always work with. And if you have an idea, if it's metal, or if you're talking to your customer and you're just not sure where to turn, just give us a call or email us. We'll work with you to hopefully come up with a solution that will work. Most times we can, and quite honestly, if it's something that's not our area of expertise, we will let you know right away so that you can hopefully find something else, or maybe we can come up with an alternative that we can manufacture for you. Again, all manner of products. We can do cool things with coins, key tags, belt buckles. We can put in a bottle opener feature. Again, not for everyone, but when someone wants something a little unique or fun, we can do that. Bag tags for golf tournaments, divot tools, ball markers. Again, I'm sort of rushing through everything, but the bottom line is this, and you can see a bit behind me. We can do all sorts of different products. And again, this time of year, Christmas ornaments are really coming to the forefront. And if you're talking with your customer about Christmas ornaments, now's the time to get those orders in to ensure that, you know, there's no question of having them in time, because they don't need them for Christmas Day. They need them prior to that so they can distribute, sell, whatever it might be. And we found over time that ornaments can be great fundraisers. If your customers are schools, churches, hospitals, ornaments are great fundraisers for them, and they can actually turn into a series that they'll order year after year, changing the design, changing the message. And again, once you get that repeat customer, they'll keep coming back to you. You know, so get those ornament orders in now, or talk to us about what options might be available. And again, we do custom ribbons in-house, custom sublimated ribbons that we actually do here in Toronto. So you can do a metal package that will be completely custom for your customers. I'm not worried about those ribbons coming from overseas. We can do that here, give you the complete package. And again, we keep everything in-house. We don't have to send out to anyone else. It's all being done here. Bottom line is that, you know, AT Designs is proud of the service we offer. We have a great team that are here to work. I don't think anyone has been here under 6-7 years, so we know our products. We know how to take care of our customers. We've got a great team in our factory that are proud of everything that they do to get the product out on time, because let's face it, we all know a lot of the orders are event driven, so you can't have those products showing up after an event. And we take great pride in that. We do our best with what we can do. Unfortunately, today's day and age, sometimes we know the delivery systems can be a little bit challenging, but you know what, we'll work with you to make sure we get around that. You know, love what we do. I certainly have I've been with the company 14 years, almost 15 now, and it's truly a joy to work with all of our distributors, all of the trophy shops, because you're creating something that is going to bring joy into someone's life. And, you know, if someone wins an award, if they win a race, or even if they participate in a race and they get a cool medal, anything, a desk, a coaster, it's so much fun to do that and to see pictures afterwards. And I always encourage my customers, if you can get pictures that show how our product was presented to the end users or to the race or to the kids or whatever it is, send it along. I love to share that with our company staff so that we can see what's being done. I think that's about it on this. Again, as Liz said, so looking forward to finally getting back to meeting in person in February in Las Vegas. I hope as many of you as possible can make it. You'll truly, truly enjoy the show for the knowledge you can pick up, whether it's products like what we do, equipment manufacturers. There's just so many good things happening, some great classes for people to take, again, to get more knowledge. It's just a show that you don't want to miss. And it's, again, exciting that we're looking forward to finally being able to see each other and talk without doing it this way, which again is great, but I like in person. And again, thank you for your time today. I look forward to speaking to you in the breakout room. My lights just went off, but that's okay. You can still see me. And please let me know if you have any questions then, or again, our website, atdesigns.com, or emails to info@atdesigns.com, or if you're working with one of our team, just email them, and look forward to seeing you in the breakout room. Thank you.
Thank you, John. We appreciate that information. Now moving on to Insta Crystal, we have Arva Sura, who's going to be presenting. Thank you, Arva.
Hi, Liz. Thank you so much for the introduction. Let me just share my screen. Perfect. Good morning, everybody, and good afternoon for everybody who's on our end. My name is Arva Sura, and I'm the owner of Insta Crystal. So yes, we are a woman-owned business, and this has been my family business. So just a brief introduction, my grandfather started this many, many years ago. He started a glass and crystal manufacturing in India, which was taken over by my dad and his brother. And they moved and set up base in Dubai in the UAE, where they still are. And my brother has his own award business. So for me, it just was but natural to just get into this line and start something of my own. So that's just a little basic background of ours. And how the name Insta Crystal came from my two kids. That's Insia, she's 9, and Tahir is 11. So as I said, it's a family business. So I had to make sure I had to include them in some part of our business. So it was the name. And we started this warehouse over here in New Jersey in February of 2019. Of course, after that, soon it was March when we hit with the pandemic. But we survived, we made it, and we're here. We did attend the last APA show in February of 2019, just before pandemic shut everything down. And it was great. It was really a great platform for us to put ourselves out there. We did, that year, we did win the award for the best new product of that year. And this is just like our stall that we had for that year. So for this year, we started our Is newsletter beginning of this year, and it goes out every week. We do send out new products that we have coming in or just come in. We do put out products that we already have here. If you do not get them, I would really recommend you either go on the website, you can sign up for them, or please feel free to send me an email at arva@instacrystal.com, and I will be more than happy to put you on that list. So who is Insta Crystal? We are suppliers of Crystal Awards, trophies, and gifts. And our specialty is to do customizations. So we can do custom awards, trophies. We also have the ability to create intricate cutouts with polished edges. And our biggest thing, we are able to work with price points. So if you have a client who has a certain request, we are able to meet that. We are able to do colors, shape, sizes. I mean, basically anything custom. And for us as a family, it has always been a pride of the quality that we provide our clients with. And that is our utmost important thing, because we work with other factories, and we have realized that there are many things that just come in, and that's when we started our own manufacturing and supplying stuff. So this is just another custom award that we had made for a client. As a reseller, what we do is we also provide blinds. At the same time, we have the ability to give you a completely decorated product. We do in-house sandblasting, laser subsurface, color fill, and UV printing. If you haven't registered as a reseller, as a login on our website, I would really recommend you to do that. So just to give you an idea, right? This is where you can go on the website. We have two places where you can create a login. And if you go in without a login, the pricing that you see is basically a retail page. So this is what just a regular person would see off on our page, versus what you would see as a reseller would be this page. So we have resellers who go in and they're like, we can't see. That's probably they haven't created the account. So I would really recommend you do that. Now, for custom awards, our normal production time is about 7 to 10 days. And of course, the transit time is something we do consider. So, but again, 7 to 10 days is roughly what we consider. If it's a fully decorated product, we usually ask for 2 to 5 days. Again, it depends on the quantity, the kind of work we are looking at. If it's color fill, maybe a couple of more days, and pretty much that's it. If we have something in stock, we can ship it out the same day. We just request the orders be in before 2:33 of that day, just so that we can get it in time to the shippers before they shut down. We also do provide showroom samples at 50% off for a one-time of the certain product. And yeah, I guess that's pretty much all we have. And our team at Insta Crystal is looking forward to being able to provide you guys with some of our products. And we look forward to seeing all of you at the next APA show in Vegas. Again, please feel free to reach out to me at arva@instacrystal.com, or I can be reached at 551-261-3400. We do have an e-catalog on our website. We are currently actually we are getting a new catalog made. So we don't have any at this moment. We're just making them. We did get a lot of our resellers ask us to change measurements to inches with what they were more comfortable. So we're working with a lot of things that our colleagues are putting in. And again, if you guys have any advice, anything on the website that you would like, please feel free to reach out. We are more than happy and open to suggestions. So thank you very much. I really appreciate this opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Arva. And what a beautiful family. I love that photo.
Thank you.
That was great. Thank you so much. All right. Well, now we're moving on to Kern Laser, and we have Adam Voigt and Caitlin with us today. So
great.
Over to Adam.
Thank you for having us. You can hear me okay?
Yes, you sound great.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go stand right here, Caitlin, so we can see, because everybody else showed their face, so I think we should be okay. I'll just lean down here. Hi guys, welcome to Wadena, Minnesota. We're based in Minnesota here. We're gonna do a little demo, and then we're also going to talk about a little slideshow first, but there's a myth out there that CO2 lasers cannot cut metal. And we're here to kind of break that myth along with cutting wood, acrylic, and some other things. So this right here is an Optiflex 400 watt CO2 system. And I'll go into our slideshow quick, and then we'll go and right cut back on this. So here we go. Share our screen. And good to go. And let me know when she hits the button. Can you see that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so if we can pin the screen there, if you got that, okay. So right away, we're just gonna do a quick introduction of our company. And I'm not gonna read everything. We were founded in 1982, so we've been around close to 40 years. That's how we ended up in Wadena, Minnesota. Is Gerald Kern created some software that was motion controlling table software, and then we introduced laser sources into the 90s onto our systems. Currently, we have 35 employees on the Kern Laser side over here, and then on the Kern Technologies that they make the laser source, we have about 15 employees over there, so about 50 total. The management team is kind of right here. The founder is Gerald Kern, and then it's a family business as well. That is Derek Kern and Aaron Kern in the picture, and they are the presidents of both the companies. And then other family members are still involved, and we got other people of laser scientists and all that stuff. And these are some of the industries we serve. We're in aerospace, we're in military, we're in signage and plastics, manufacturing, education, wood manufacturing. Really, lasers are kind of, it's a CNC machine, and whatever somebody can think of what they want to do with it, they can usually put it into their industry. Material processing capabilities, again, plastics, woods, metal, stone, leather, Kevlar, paper, rubber, cork, fiberglass. Our thing that we like to do is when customers want to see something cut, is they say, hey, can a laser cut this? And it's this plastic that's new and they're doing stuff. We just ask them to send it to us, and then we test cut it for everybody. That's kind of when we know we can do more things, because there's always new stuff coming out. Here's just some pictures I'm going to go through quick. Something in the signage industry. We have some point of purchase displays as a good customer of ours, as acrylic comes off the table, clean, shiny, polished, flame polished cut. So point of purchase is a good industry for us. Backlit sign industry, trophies and awards. Again, you can see in the middle, we have acrylic, we have some kind of vinyl probably, and some metal cut with that laser. And they also use fiducials, or so we use camera vision to be able to cut out around their print. So pre-print to cut is something we do as well. As John said earlier, PPE, it was probably not on anybody's website 2 years ago, but it joined ours. And when the plastic industry came and they needed these incubation boxes or face shields, lasers started cutting them along with punch presses and all other stuff, but PPE was added to our website not too long ago. Foam cutting is a good industry for us as well. You do tool shadowing. If a mechanic needs, or an air pilot needs the right mechanics to open up their case, see what's in there, if something's missing. That's where we see a lot in the military industry. Control panels, automotive aftermarket, cutting stainless steel in this one. Anodized aluminum etching. We can cut anodized aluminum, but only up to like 60 thou on a 400 watt. And then the etching along that comes with it. Glass etching is a customer capability. Monuments and headstones, another industry. Lasers in the monuments and headstones. We cannot get that deep sandblasting, but the images is a popular application. Cutting boards, who doesn't like a gift for a wedding? Caitlin's getting married this Friday. If anybody wants to order a cutting board, we can do that. 3D engraving, a lot of detail. It's kind of a niche market, but very capable of doing so. And now we are going to kind of show you the application. So we're going to cut first. We're going to do a little etching on some metal, and that's using oxygen assist. And then when it goes to the line, here, I'll kind of show you what we're going to create. So I'll switch cameras there. Okay, so we're going to create this right now. So we're going to etch the black with oxygen. And then this is a red hairline we're going to use just to real fine hair, scribe the material. And then the cutout it's going to be shop air. And we're going to do that with like 85% power and just clean shop air. So we're switching from shop air to oxygen and to back to shop air for the cut. Okay, so all right, here we go. We got muted somehow. Going to go into our cut screen and start. All right. So here, I kind of do want to show you the reason you can cut metal is when you bring your nozzle down. So this is a height following sensor. So it's going to follow the metal and go up with the curve of the metal. So if my finger's under it, it's going to pop up. So it's sensing the electrodes in the metal. And then if it's not, what we do, I just want to make sure we're at the right spot here. We're going to go, we can adjust our height. There we are, we're good. Okay, so that way if there is warped metal, we can go ahead. I'm going to just hit start. And it should go into the etching. This is at like maybe 12% power and 8 PSI oxygen. When we're doing this, we're just trying to oxidize the top of that material and turn it black. This isn't a fast application. We can turn the height follower off if you know your material is flat, and we can go faster. A fiber galvo is definitely better for penetrating and creating depth in that material. This is just an application you might need if you're marking a part, or just a special custom project. And right here, we're doing a little scribe. This is probably I think this is 3% power at 6 inches a second. And with these little letters, it's not going to get up to 6 inches a second. It should go right into the cut. And this is about 120 PSI oxygen, or not oxygen, shop air on this one. When you get to the thicker mild steels, you're going to have to use an oxygen assist. So it goes to soft home. Toes always like to get stuck. Give it a little wipe here. Got to clean that up. Sorry, I can't. So you just clean that up and it comes right into the cut. And then, so a 400 watt, you're going to be able to cut about 3/16 mild steel. And that's what's, again, you can go 80 thou nitrogen stainless steel, 60 thou aluminum, and sorry, I can't see here. There you go. And then for brass, maybe 40 thou. So we're going to go, I'm going to switch this. We're going to change camera angles. And we're going to go straight over to our acrylic. But I do have to change the nozzle. So I hit lens change, and it brings me back to a lens change position. And Caitlin's going to tell you a little bit where you can find us, how you can contact us, and that kind of stuff while I change this lens out quick.
Yeah, so while he's changing that, best way to contact us is through our website. We have a couple of different options you can choose from. You can request a sample kit, you can request a quote, you can schedule a demo, all those kinds of things. You can also give us a call. We pride ourselves in answering every phone call that comes in every single day. So you'll always be able to talk to somebody. Our phone number is 218-631-2755, and toll free is 1-888-660-2755. You can also email info@Kern Laser Systems or kernlasers.com, and we will answer any questions that come through there as well.
Thank you, Caitlin. I'm almost done here. When you're switching from metal to wood or metal to acrylic or leather or whatever, the switch is a lot faster because my beam is already aligned for metal, which is a real tight focus. And so really all I have to do is switch out that focal assembly I just did. And now we're going to move into cutting acrylic. I do want to lift it up so I don't smash into it though. And we have to turn our height follower off so we don't, because otherwise you'll go into the acrylic and it'll try to sense that material. So I'm going to turn off the foot we just did. I'm going to turn on the settings for acrylic. I'm going to drive it up manually.
On that one.
Make sure I don't hit. And we are above it. See that okay?
Yep.
Okay. Now this is a manual focus. So this is just a 1/4 inch spacer. We just check the focus of our material.
On this one now.
And you can see that. Now we're focused in. All right. Close. I hope nothing moved. Settings. Cancel. Turn off the engraving. All right, and we'll try cutting acrylic. So when you're flame polish, there's no vacuum on, guys. Oh, somebody turned the vacuum on. We forgot to turn the vacuum on. So that's a great mistake we like to make. When you're doing that, if you don't have proper vacuum, somebody shut it off while listening to the webinar. Your fumes need to get sucked below. If you have flame below, that means either they're too hot or you don't have vacuum. If you have flames above, you're going to not have enough power to get through the material. So I've done this at customer sites before. I've made mistakes like that. You just got to be ready, and it's not common, but you should probably turn your vacuum on if you want to do well. So we'll try that again now that it's on. I am going to cover this over here so we have better vacuum. Sorry about that, team. All right, one more. I'm just covering up the metal cutting slots over here because we forgot to close that up. All right, let's go again. Continue. There we go. So this is 3/4 inch acrylic. We are cutting at about 0.2 inches a second at maybe 75% power is what it says here. You can cut it faster, but when you cut acrylic faster, you get striations in the material. So when you want to flame polish acrylic, you want to use a wide air nozzle, which is what we have on there. And then we're going to go nice and slow so you don't see the lines. And also high frequencies. Lasers is controlled by frequency. We cut metal at like 500 to 1,000. And then we're cutting this acrylic at like 10,000 to 25,000. You can go up to 50,000. You just hear less of that squeaking of the frequency, I guess. So if you were in here right now, you can only hear the air coming out of the nozzle. And I got one more bear cutting. I'll just pause on this one and pull that out. And you did notice that when I did start a small flame up there, I was able to stop my machine right where I was and continue that cut. That is something in our software. If you needed to go back to a cut or if you needed to go into something, you could easily go back to that product. Let me get that out here. You should let acrylic cool, but we are on a time frame for this here. Let's see here. So that's kind of how it comes off the table. Nice and flame polished. If you get close, you can't really see any lines in that material. If I were to go ahead and change that settings and go to like 0.6, you might see a little of that line on the material. And then since we're here and we have everything in, I am going to throw some wood up there since I have a couple minutes left. There's a little 1/4 inch maple down there, Caitlin. And we'll just cut out the same bears. I'll use the same nozzle. I should probably use a skinny nozzle. And this is the difference here, is that is a nice tight nozzle. So the air pressure is going to go through the material. So I'll just change that out real fast. and we'll go straight into wood. We could engrave this too. So our lasers will engrave acrylic, wood, the leather. So anything a CO2 laser will do, it'll do along with that, the metal. Anytime you're live, you always have a little issue because you're nervous getting these in here. Here we go. I'm gonna grab a different one. All right. And so if you've never been to Wadena, Minnesota, we're about 3 hours north of Minneapolis in a town of 4,000 people. So there's not much here except for fishing, hunting, and good weather. If you like the cold. I know somebody was from Toronto, they were saying, so they're probably on the same page as us. All right, I'm going to go to 1.5 inches a second at 95% power. And I'm going to go here. Okay, turn off the frequencies to 5,000. And we're going to turn our air down to like 70. Okay. Cut, start. Set to start. I'll go another one. And most people wouldn't cut right in the middle of a board, but I guess we are today. Again, so there's the wood. Focus in there. When you're cutting the wood, if you're cutting real slow, you're going to get charring. Usually when you're cutting faster, you're going to get a nice caramelization. You're always going to have burn into wood. It's just kind of what you're looking for quality. If we go to 1-inch hardwood, we're cutting slower, you're going to see a little bit more char. For this thin stuff, you get nice caramelization. Real thin veneers are a good application, and so on. So if you have, we have the breakout here coming up soon. If you have any questions, this is kind of our short little demo of moving from one material to another, cutting metal. And so we'll be available in the breakout. So Caitlin will get you our information in the breakout as well, our email address that you can contact us at. So thanks for having us.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Adam and Caitlin. And Caitlin, congratulations on your upcoming wedding tomorrow. That's very exciting. Thanks for being with us today. So now we're going to move to the breakout room portion of this session today. So I'm going to go ahead and open up. We have 3 breakout rooms, one for AT Designs, one for Insta Crystal, and one for Kern. And so you are able to choose which one you want to go to. And if you'd like to just stay in one for the rest of the session, you're able to do that. Or if you want to jump around, we encourage that too. So you can visit all 3. All right. So again, thank you everybody for attending. Once the breakout rooms are finished, you're free to go on with the rest of your day. But we appreciate you spending time with us for a little while today. And we're looking forward to seeing all of your faces in Las Vegas in February. And thank you to our presenters, John, Arva, and Adam and Caitlin. Thank you so much. I'm now going to open up the breakout rooms.